I'm back again with another video, back again with another video. So when you see this gorgeous and handsome face, might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So, before I get into today's video topic, I want to let you all know that, a little disclaimer, if you liking my videos, make sure you like it on YouTube, not on Facebook, because I do post on Facebook and on Twitter. You can also like it there, but make sure you're hitting the like on YouTube. It helps YouTube out, that's my platform that I obviously put my link out to, so you guys can go check out my YouTube videos. So hit like on YouTube. Make sure if you want to hit it on Facebook, that's fine. Hit it on Twitter, that's fine. But make sure you leaving it also on YouTube, because it helps my channel out. That's why a lot of YouTubers say hit the like on YouTube. Like I said in my previous video, hit the like, because I noticed when I put my link, I only see likes on Facebook. But if you're going to hit it on Facebook and Twitter, that's fine. But hit it on YouTube as well. Leave it also on YouTube. So yeah, with that being said, guys, good morning. I hope everybody's doing great. And yeah, so we're going to talk about today's video. Today's video is going to be basically about the new event called the Mountains of Power event, which starts for some and myself around the world. Starts tomorrow, January the 7th. So for some, it's going to start today because of the time zone difference, but that's when it basically starts, because we're going to be talking about that and everything that it entails. The brand new shiny Slugma, ton of hype, because those are the two shinies that I've been waiting for, Spheal and Slugma. Both those pink, purplish kind of like shinies I've been waiting for forever. Also, keep in mind that I'm going to start making a new channel, or I might keep the same channel. I'm not sure, but I'm going to be making new video content based on people's comments and everything like that on Pokemon Go, because a lot of people talk about how Niantic is not doing this, and people that's not happy, whatever. And I want to chime in and give my 2 cents on what people are talking about Niantic, and when they add new Pokemon, people they start complaining, and then people don't complain when they do add stuff or don't add stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, and it just don't make sense to me, because if you're gonna complain when Niantic adds stuff, and then you complain when they don't add stuff, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm thinking about making a brand. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a new channel, or keep the same channel, just add that onto the channel that I currently have now. But yeah, but the name of that channel I'm gonna be talking about in my next video or something like that. But so stay tuned for that. So that's why I say follow my channel, subscribe. Again, hit the like on YouTube. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about the Mountains of Power event and everything like that, new shinies, what it entails and everything like that. So guys, with that being said, it's been a long enough intro. We're not going to jump into this video now, but we're going to jump into this video right now. Let's go. All right, trainers, so basically, like I said, we're going to be talking about everything in the Mountains of Power event. I'm sure you already know what's going on, but I like to give people my version for people who watch my channel, my video. So let's get right into it. So here it says, get ready to rock and roll during the Season of Heritage's Mountains of Power event. So you see Team Leader Spark and Mega Aerodactyl, which indicates that we're getting Mega Aerodactyl as told on my previous video. If you have not seen my previous video, go ahead and check that out. So here, basically here, it's Mountains of Power. It starts tomorrow for some, January 7th, time zone reasons. And some, it's going to start today actually at 6 o'clock, depending on where you are in the world. So it's going to start 10 a.m. to Thursday, January 13th at 8 p.m. local time. So basically, this is a continuation from the Seasons of Heritage story that's actually currently in effect. And we basically going to be journeying through terrain reminiscent of the mountains are found in regions like Johto and Sinnoh. And we're going to work with Spark to unlock the next mechanism. So basically what we're going to be seeing is steel types and rock types. But it's going to be more so rock types, as you're going to see in just a bit. It's really no steel types, but some people are saying it's basically like a rock event or whatever, but y'all going to see why in a minute. So here we go. Alright, so before we get into that, we're going to talk about the event bonus. And the event bonus is half walking distance to earn hearts with your buddy. So what that means is you got to make your Pokemon your buddy, whatever Pokemon you wish, and you walk with it, and so it's going to be half. So basically, instead of you walking 2 kilometers, it's going to be actually a 1 kilometer, which is cool because some people want to get their Pokemon to best buddy. If you want, like me, what I do, I usually get like my hundos, my best shinies, my best Pokemon, so it could be your best buddy, or whatever Pokemon you choose, it'll be your best buddy, so it'll level up your Pokemon quicker, so you want to take advantage of doing that. Also, timed research. The event will feature timed research focusing on catching Pokemon, hatching eggs, and earning buddy candy. Complete the task to earn encounters with Pokemon like Mawile and Beldum. Both can be shiny. Metagross is a really great Pokemon attacker anyway. And yeah, it was also as a C-Day Pokemon. So if you have not had a chance to partake in, Beldum C-Day last year, or I think it was the year before last, now's your chance to get that shiny Beldum. And yeah, go ham. Mawile, like I said, can be shiny. That's a pretty cool shiny. I have the shiny, so to get that Shundo, to get that Hundo, it'll be really cool. It'd be cool if Mawile could be spawning out in the wild, but it's going to be in raid. So anyway, with that said, we're going to jump into the wild encounters for this event. Alright, so the following Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in the wild. It's going to be also for the first time in Pokemon Go, you'll be able to encounter a shiny Slugma. Like I said in the intro, that's a really cool shiny. I've been waiting, and a lot of people have been waiting, just like with Sphere. We all been waiting for that shiny, and now the shiny is finally here. But you can only get it if you're lucky, of course. So I'm guessing it's going to probably be full odds. And a lot of people, and let me explain something to you about full odds. Some people say it's like 1 in 450. Sometimes some people say it's 1 in 550. But you got to keep in mind too that, when you catching these new shinies or trying to catch these new shinies, it doesn't necessarily mean it's 1 in 450. It could be 1 in 1,000. It's all about RNG. And I just want to point that out to all of you. So if you don't get it after the event, don't forget Slugma can still spawn in future events, and it can also spawn even without the future events on like a regular day without any event. So hopefully you do get your shiny Slugma, shiny Sphere, whatever Pokemon Niantic puts out there that can be shiny. And yeah, so with that said, with that in mind, we're gonna talk about the spawn. So we're gonna see Zubat, Machop, which you should have it by now because it's also a C-Day Pokemon, which, speaking of C-Day, I believe Zubat should be a C-Day Pokemon if people still, because that shiny Zubat, shiny Crobat is actually, that pink is beautiful. So I think if Niantic can bring shiny Machop when it was already shiny, Zubat can already be shiny. I believe Niantic should have a C-Day for Zubat because it's a 3-part evolution: Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat. So that's just my thought. But anyway, and they might do it, so you can't really count it out. So like I said, we're gonna see Geodude, which can be shiny. Slugma can now be shiny. That brand new shiny is amazing. Nosepass, I still need that golden rock because it's also amazing. That's a 6 shiny. People love golden shinies. And Barboach. Now, I don't have to really worry about Barboach since I already have the whole shiny family for Whiscash, Barboach and Whiscash. So hopefully you're getting these shinies. Hopefully you're able to get them. And yeah, so hopefully I walk away with y'all shinies after the event is over. Because this event is actually a 6-day event, by the way. So with that said, let's jump into more on this event. Alright, so if you're lucky, you might encounter the following. So you get Onyx. Now remember, Onyx is part of the research breakthrough box, so it'll up your chances to actually get that shiny Onyx if you don't have it already. Pharaoh also can be shiny, amazing shiny. I don't have to worry about that because I actually got that a couple days before Go Fest, or I think it was Safari Zone. I believe it was Go Fest of not last year or the year before last. I believe it was last year. I'm not sure, but either way, I have the shiny family, so I don't have to worry about that shiny Pharaoh. But hopefully you get yours if you don't have it already. Now for the raids. So for 1-star raids, it's gonna be a Alolan Geodude, can be shiny. Onyx, obviously I just said it can be shiny. Beldum and Bronzor. So all of these can be shiny. Keep in mind that, be real mindful when you raid, because I know a lot of people like to hashtag raid for free and everything like that. Use your free raid passes. And when Niantic gives you that 1 coin that contains the 1 free remote raid pass, use that and then just add on top of it every day. Just raid every day so you get the free raid passes and everything like that. If you can afford it, if you want to use your money, that's up to you. But don't feel like you have to raid it, because your mind does tell you, hey, I want this shiny. But you got to remember that if you don't get the shiny, you got to keep raiding for it, and that's more money spent. So it's up to you. Niantic or nobody's holding nothing to your head for y'all to get the shinies or whatever. So just keep that in mind. If you want to get the shiny, that's all solely based on how you feel about the raids. So if you want to hashtag raid for free, that's the way you do it, like I said in the beginning. And just go ahead and just have fun and go ham, just have fun. Anyway, hope you get no shinies. Now, 3-star raids: Ursaring, Donphan, Metacham, and Absol. Absol can be shiny. Don't forget, they also have Shadow Shiny Absol out now, which we gotta wait for Team Rocket Leader to bring that back. Well, Niantic to bring back to the Team Go Rocket Leaders and everything like that. I already have my shiny Shadow Absol. I have my shiny Absol. So this one is not really a big deal for me, but if I do happen to raid it, or if I do happen to get it, you know, then hey, that's on me. Now, 5-star raids, Heatran. A lot of people don't really care for Heatran because they already have the shiny. Me personally, I already have the shiny and I already have the hundo, so together that's kind of like a separate shundo, so it doesn't really do much for me anyway. So, but Mega Raids, this is the Pokemon everybody's been wanting because it's brand new. It's Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl. Mega Aerodactyl can be shiny because obviously Aerodactyl can be shiny. And then with that said, I've also told you about the 100% IVs for Mega Aerodactyl. That's why I said go ahead and watch my last video. I'll put that in the description also, so go ahead and check that out. Because I talked about 100% IVs, best movesets, and everything like that. But yeah, Mega Aerodactyl is another new Mega form everybody's been wanting. I know I've been waiting. And I'm going to give you a little snippet of what I talked about in the previous video anyway. But Mega Aerodactyl is shiny boosted. So go ahead and raid that. Hopefully you get that shiny Aerodactyl. And it does also have a shadow form, which I have the shiny Shadow Aerodactyl as well. So, I mean, hopefully you get the hundo, the shundo, whatever it is. But yeah, have fun with it. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic of this video. Alright, field research tasks and encounters. The following Pokemon will be available to encounter when you complete field research tasks: Alolan Geodude and Slugma. Ton of hype. I know everybody wants those research tasks. Hopefully I can find the research tasks and post them up on screen. If not, then y'all will soon see for yourself when someone does it, when their event starts. Because I know a lot of people like to go to YouTube and watch live streamers before, so they can already know and be ready, which is actually a really smart move, because I actually do the same thing too. But anyway, if you're lucky, you might encounter the following, which is shiny Mawile. So basically that's going to be all what's coming into this video, for this event. But keep in mind too, Niantic can slide in some surprises. Just because you see what you see on the screen doesn't necessarily mean that that's all that's going to be in the event. It could be anything, because remember they said steel types. They didn't really mention all the steel types, because there's plenty more steel types that we could be seeing. The only steel type that they mentioned was Beldum. There's plenty more steel types like Magnemite, you know, Magneton. All of those can spawn. You know, you never know what they can add in raids. Niantic is not going to give you everything. Just like YouTubers' thumbnails, they're not going to give you everything, because that's the whole point of getting you to watch. You know, that's why they have clickbait. That's why they have this. That's why they have that. So keep that all in mind. I just want to point that out to some of you that says, oh, this event is probably boring. But no, for what they're showing, it's shinies. But like I said, it's still steel type, because this is all part of a rock and steel type. That's why it's called the Mountains of Power event. And Spark wants us to go out and find these rock and steel types. And like I said, Niantic only showed one steel type, and that was Beldum. So we don't know what all the Pokemon is going to be out there. That's why streamers do what they do with their live streams. So, yeah, within their time zone. So we can go check them out. So anyway, guys, with that said, I'm going to basically be talking about the perfect IVs for the shiny form, with the new shiny Pokemon, rather, Slugma, before I wrap this video up. So guys, here we go. Alright, so we're going to be talking about Slugma and Magcargo's perfect IVs, best move sets, and everything like that before I wrap the video up. Now, Slugma is a fire type Pokemon. It can be maxed out at 10, 11 CP. Attack is 118, defense is 71, stamina is going to be 120. Its best move sets is going to be Rock Throw and Flame Burst, 6.09 DPS. And Slugma is vulnerable to ground, rock, and water type moves. And Slugma is also going to be boosted by sunny weather. So hopefully it's sunny where you are, and then you'll have an even more chance of finding that shiny Slugma. It was originally found in the Johto region, Gen 2. And also, speaking of Johto region, a lot of people are kind of upset because Niantic did add this new Pokemon, because we did pay $12, or whoever paid for it. It was $12. because we probably getting the Johto tour, which is next month. But I mean, you gotta understand, it's more than just that. Like, you know, there's more shiny Pokemon that's gonna be coming than just shiny Slugma, because everybody does ask for new shinies, and that's why I said I'm trying to make that new channel, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Y'all want new things, Niantic puts it out, and you still complain. So that doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna make a new channel and put it on the video or whatever, make a new video, put it on this channel. However it comes out, I just gotta get my voice out so people can understand what's going on. With that said, guys, we're gonna jump into more on Slugma. Alright, so Slugma's type chart. Resistance is going to be Bug, Fairy, Fire, Grass, Ice, and Steel, and it's going to all do a 62.5% damage to those Pokemon. Next, best movesets. Now, I've read the first one. The next one's going to be Rock Throw, Rock Slide, 5.71 DPS, Ember, Flame Burst, 5.57 DPS, Ember, Rock Slide, 5.50 DPS, Ember, Flame Charge, 4.26 DPS, and finally, Rock Throw and Flame Charge, 4.03 DPS. Now, with that said, we're going to talk about the 100% IVs for Slugma. Stay tuned. Alright, so before I talk about the 100% IVs for Slugma, keep in mind that if this is your first time playing Pokemon Go, you're not going to need a special requirement to evolve Slugma into Magcargo. It just takes simply 50 candy. So, with that said, let's talk about the 100% IVs for Slugma. So, in research, it's going to be level 15 CP 383, level 20, if it ever becomes in raids, it's going to be non-weather boosted, it's going to be CP 511. If it's going to be in raids, at some point, level 25 is going to be CP, and this is weather boosted, it's going to be CP 639. In the wild, this is what you're going to pay attention to for this event, because it's going to be in the wild. So level 30, you're going to look for non-weather boosted, it's going to be CP 767, and weather boosted out in the wild, level 35 is going to be CP 831. So those are going to be the 100% IVs for Slugma. Now we're going to jump into its evolved form, which is Magcargo. So here we go. Alright, so Magcargo is the evolved form of Slugma. It's going to be a fire and rock type. When you evolve Slugma into Magcargo, it can be maxed out with a CP of 1924. Attack is 139, defense is 191, stamina is 137. And Magcargo's best moveset is going to be Rock Throw and Stone Edge, 8.46 DPS. And Magcargo is vulnerable to fighting, ground, rock, and water type moves. Magcargo is boosted by sunny and partly cloudy weather. So it's going to be slightly different from Slugma because of that rock typing, and that's why it's boosted by partly cloudy weather. Now, it obviously was founded in the Johto region, Gen 2, and with that said, we're going to jump into more on Magcargo. Alright, so Magcargo is going to be resistant to fire types. It's going to do a 39.1% damage to certain Pokemon: Bug, Fairy, Flying, Ice, Normal, and Poison. And it's all going to do a 62.5% damage to certain Pokemon. Now with that said, let's jump into the 100% IVs for Magcargo. Actually, let me back up. We're going to talk about the movesets, then the 100% IVs. So the best movesets, like I said earlier, for Magcargo, is Rock Throw, Stone Edge, so you already know about that. Rock Throw, Overheat next, 8.44 DPS. Ember, Overheat, 8.33 DPS. Rock Throw, Heat Wave, 7.69 DPS. Incinerate, Stone Edge, 7.64 DPS. Incinerate, Overheat, 7.59 DPS. Rock Throw, Rock Throw and Rock Tomb, 7.46 DPS. Incinerate, Heat Wave, 7.25 DPS. Now with that said, now we're talking about the 100% IVs for Magcargo before I wrap this video up. So here we go. Alright, so just in case Magcargo ends up in a research, level 15 is going to be CP 729. Level 20, in raids, non-weather boosted, CP 972. Weather boosted, level 25, in raids, CP 1215. If it ever is seen out in the wild, level 30, CP 1458, non-weather boosted. And finally, weather boosted at level 35, in the wild, it's going to be CP 1580. So those are 100% IVs you're going to look for. Magcargo's, not saying that it can be shiny, because Magcargo can't be shiny out in the wild or in raids as of right now. It's just Slugma. and then you evolve it, and then you get shiny Magcargo. But just in case, because you know how Niantic is doing with these evolution Pokemon, how you can get shiny Nidoqueen out in the wild, shiny Nidoking out in the wild, Blastoise, Charizard, so forth and so on. So you guys know what I'm saying. Especially that really cool Venusaur. And speaking of Venusaur, we're getting Bulbasaur. I'm not going to be making a video on this, by the way, but just so you know, we're getting a special Bulbasaur C-Day, but they basically backtracking of how we used to have it for the 3 hours and everything like that. So if you haven't ever witnessed that, this is how C-Day used to start out, and then everybody has soon been wanting more hours for C-Day, and we finally got it. We got 6 hours. So they added 3 more hours on, so we got our wish. So basically, that's how it was, because the original time, I believe, was from 2 to 5. Or I think it was like 11 to 3 or something like that. But you guys get what I'm saying. For the original Pokemon Go players that started since the beginning, you know how it all started. You know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up right here. If you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share my video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video. Turn on post notifications so you'll be the first to get my videos when I upload. And like I said, make sure you hit that YouTube button. Hit the like on YouTube because it helps my channel out. And with that being said, guys, keep God first because God is love and He's #1. Keep your head up and stay blessed and stay humble. And I'm out. Peace.